G'day fellas, and welcome to my first ranked game in Season 4 as an English main. Last season, I was a China main. I ended up finishing the season in Conqueror 1. Originally, I think I hit Conqueror 3, but then obviously Decay took over. This is game number 1. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit nervous.
Have fun.
At the moment. So let's wish good luck, have fun to our enemy. And take on Jindo. I've got no idea who Jindo is. But he's Diamond 3, so definitely a good player. So we're going to be playing the English here, and we're going to be going up against the Rus. So a bit of a tough civilization to go up against here. I'm going to be doing a men-at-arm opening, which I guess doesn't really make much sense against a civilization like the Rus. Just simply because if we take a look at the way that they play, they're really able to take advantage of the fact that they don't need gold. And I think that's probably what's going to hurt the most here in a matchup like this. So, we're going to be doing a special build order here. I need to be making sure that I'm finding deer, looking to take them out. Alright, everything going well so far. We want to get rid of that tree first. There's always a specific tree you want to try and take out first, and that right there, that's the one. So we're looking for gold on his side of the map. There's the scout. So we've run into that. So let's make sure that we do the right thing. So I don't think going into a second scout is really wise against them. It does limit you and it hurts you quite a lot. There's his town center. So he's quite heavy on gold. So I'm kind of wondering how he's going to open up as a Rus player, because I don't know to what extent they really rely on their starting gold. Obviously they're going to need gold. There we go. We can look to take that. One issue that I'm thinking about, actually, I'm kind of tempted just to leave that. I need sheep, and like, obviously for him, he's always going to be able to come back and take that out. But I think for me, the most important thing is sheep. I don't want to ruin my own game by doing that. Like, I'm already focusing on one thing, which is going to be denying gold, denying stone. But, you know, against a Rus player, it just kind of doesn't make sense doing it, Drongo. So we'll have to see how it goes. Anyway, we'll just camp on top of that gold for the moment. In fact, we can even try and look for something else. Maybe we can even go hunt deer. Let's go. Do we dare go hunt deer with our men-at-arms? So he's already ahead of me up here. So I think I might be able to cut him off, but as you can see, oh gosh. He's got himself a... Let's see. Can we... Yank. So I think we snagged away a couple of these. Where did that other man-at-arms go? Alright, let's get that sheep in. Let's worry about that later. That's too close. Now, did I end up making a second man-at-arms or not? I definitely didn't. Now, I didn't see whether I managed to snag that one, but he's going to get the age up, and he's going to be able to make knights as well. So this is where I think, like, maybe my decision-making, because I was basically like, you know, hey, can you guys go to the stragglers, please? Can I take that out? Yes, I can. Alright. Question answered. Alright. So we can go hit that. We can look for his other deer as well. That's going to be something to consider. So we pick up some scouts. Wait, did he manage to... I was going to say, no, he didn't. I thought he might have taken those sheep, but it was not the case. Let's get that on the way in as well. So, let's get that there, and let's just camp that gold. I think we trying to camp the gold here. Probably going to make the most sense. Just because we don't want him to get to a knight. If he does get to a knight, then it puts us in a bad spot. We are going to be going for a fast castle in this game. And, geez, that is, whatever that is up there, that is untouchable. So we're up to 5 vils now on gold. So that's absolutely beautiful. Oh, he's already out here. Or was that me? That might have been me. I think that was me. So never mind. Actually, that's a 6th vil. So macro a little bit off. Let's just chase those bad boys down. Is that his gold? Surely that's not his gold. That's got to be another gold, right? Like... I'm gonna go over here. Just because I don't reckon that's his actual gold. I reckon that's like another gold.
Yes, sir.
So he's got all those. Alright, we gotta start adding in farms. Let's do one here. Excuse me? Okay, yeah. Sometimes it bugs out. Just gonna kill that. And we're gonna go for a council hall. Just at the front of our base. So we do spot him. I didn't actually see the context of us spotting him and what he was up to. But I don't think he's going to be able to go for wheelbarrow. That's the thing. So we might have to actually just make spears. Alright, there we go. Cool. So he's just going for his standard landmark. So I've kind of like let him have gold for a little bit here. But at least we can control what he's got access to. He's quite slow on the age up though, so that's interesting to note. And no gold. So we want to try and see what he's got going on in the base. I'm going to just position my units towards the front just because we're probably going to have to evac them towards a spear. We're going to be quite late on the spear as well. But we're holding the gold, and the thing is, even though we're holding the gold, let's get you guys over here. He might have enough gold, because if he doesn't go into wheelbarrow, then he's probably got enough gold to pick up his knight. So that's all we're just being careful of, because ideally, like, we don't want to lose our men at arms, and that's probably what's going to happen if we just chill around. All right, well, our scout coming in. Our scout was definitely out of position, so that was a little bit of a misplay from me. He's got walls up on the front side. Is he just going fast castle? Doesn't have a lot of resources here. Let's head back around. Hold on a minute. Men at arms, don't get too excited. Because I think I thought I saw a deer over here, and if that's the case, because I don't see a stable. And if I don't see a stable, then I think we're in luck. So there's probably a little bit of a... As I said, I think it was a bit of a misplay from me by not having my scout in position, but I think overall we're still doing okay. Seem a little bit behind on food. But so we'll go quickly. Yeah, he's still just kind of chilling, isn't he? I guess we just kind of want to leave our scout here. I think he's going to try and look to chase it around. He's about to run out of food. Is that him putting down his landmark right now? Could be. Alright, speaking of landmarks. There we go. Throw that bad boy down. And we want U5 to go to wood. And then U5 are going to go out to gold. Now, I think I probably... He took out my scout. I wasn't paying attention to that. So, we'll just hold position on these for the moment. Alright. Just waiting for my blacksmith. So now the blacksmith is coming in. Why is that going onto the tree? Alright, so we've lost these guys. Let's rally out to here for now. Cool. So I've got no idea what he's up to. He's probably... Is he taking boar or something like that? Something silly. We'll just get ranged at armor. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going out there, and then the other 3 came in here. Perfect. Alright, so everything looking good at the moment. It's our first night. Let's get our second night. We need to get our house down as well. There it is. let's go for a little bit of a patrol, see what we can find. There's going to be a boar out on the map somewhere that he is taking. Maybe we can just do a little bit of longbow production as well, just anticipation of a potential. Let's rally you guys to here. This guy should be able to come through. Perfect. Now we do have ranged armor coming through shortly. Alright, so he's idle on that. And we'll just make a couple more here. And we'll look to pick up our upgrades. Alright, so he's quite heavy here. So we do have longbows on the way. Alright, so we want to avoid taking too much damage from that. And let's get some crossbows in. Alright, and then you guys can dive through. Let's get that going down here, and kind of made a mistake not bringing our longbows a little bit sooner. I think we're going to lose that one. Alright, so our getting a little bit too ahead. Why is that going there? Alright, so let's keep pushing back in here. Did those shots off right there? Looked like it. Crossbows on the back. I think we can go in here. Still don't have enough longbows, but I think he's decided to give up on this. And we can come in just one more time just to poke. Yep, that is the case. So we can't really go over to the north side, so I might send a Vil just to chop through. I don't want to get ahead of myself on that front, so I just got to be careful not to push too deep in. I think I might just take the knights in. Worst case scenario, we just break back out over here. I'm just going to send a knight in here. See what we can find. Good stuff. Alright, so everything going well so far. That's actually open right there. He's making more walls over here. This guy's walling like a madman. Alright, so I think we're going to have to commit into here. He's actually taking out quite a few. I went through. Oh, that was terrible. I'm actually playing this quite poorly. I feel like he's probably lost a few Vils there, but that was really bad micro from me. I'm not feeling good on this map, honestly. I don't know where, I had a villager that was, why is that not right? That right click not working. There's that Vil. Oh, she's collecting wood. I totally forgot about that as a mechanic. We're gonna have to rally out here, I think. Alright, so it doesn't look like he's picked up any relics just yet, so we're gonna go ahead and start to do that. So I think we probably want to start poking and prodding back into here. I just want to be careful not to lose too many units, that's all. Our food income is really solid right now, and it doesn't need to be this solid. I'm gonna have to get some cavalry. Does he have access to gold? He does have access to gold up here. So let's look at solving that issue. And we probably want a few more vills on gold. But not a huge amount. Is he on that? No, he's not on that, actually. So he's getting all of his gold passively right now. Our macro is absolutely terrible, but that's alright. We're going to have to put down a stable just to get our upgrades. Speaking of upgrades, it is time for us to invest. Let's make sure we drop that down. Oh, I've kind of exposed myself up there. Alright, I think I need to play towards that side now. I suspect he's probably going to be going into a mangonel just because I've got a pretty decent mass. But we'll have to watch it. Spring in placement. We could look to battering ram, but we can't really do anything about it. I mean, worst case, we just get, like, do we just start trapping it? I think that's probably just going to be the best thing. Or do we dare? Do we dare? I mean, we could. Our macro's not looking the best when you see this many units in queue. Things not going well for you. So, expose myself again. So I think we've got a pretty decent mass. I don't know how many vills we end up killing, but it might be quite a lot. Actually, we're not going to do that. We're just going to... Our food economy is still crazy good. This was not intentional. Alright, he's trying to get gold. We just want to focus down spears. We don't want him to get that outpost up. We're just focusing down spears here. Is that a spring? No, I can't get a spring in placement that early. So he gets that up. So I think we just make a battering ram right now and put it towards that. Because he'll get... Because he'll get spring in placement very soon on that. Alright, let's get our next relics. But we're going to need way more production at this point. I think we're just going to go to archery ranges. We'll go mass crossbows. we'll have to get we're gonna have to get something to deal with any potential mangonels, because that's gonna be a big issue. But let's just keep spamming out crossbows for the moment. I think that should be fine. We can also actually just look to siege engineering. Where is our blacksmith? There he is. So we'll go... Let's just get like a whole bunch of upgrades. So we can move that in on that. That's fine. Just don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Just focusing down units. I'm just gonna fall back because that's quite a bit of archers he's going into now. I think we lose the battering ram. And now, do we just put stables? Are we making crossbows here with... I mean, we can go into a mangonel to deal with that. But... I don't know if we need it. Have we got veterancy on our horsemen? We don't. So let's pick that upgrade up now. So I think we just try and finish him here with a horseman push. I don't know if we're going to have the best... To be honest, a mango is just like 100% makes sense here. Okay, we'll pick that up. And then let's get our last relic now. And these guys need to move out here. So he has got gold. Macro looking slightly better than before. What upgrades can we get? Did we drop our next monastery down? Because we need an additional monastery. I don't think we did. Let's put that down now. That never went up. So I suspect he's probably going to be going into siege shortly as well. Let's put one more Vilt on that, just makes it easier. Deal with it later. Mangonel definitely the right choice here. Jeez, look at my macro right now. It's terrible. We're just overwhelming him though. Yeah, we can just go for it. Alright, well things looking pretty decent for us at the moment, despite the terrible macro. I apologize to everybody watching for that. And let's get a whole bunch of upgrades. So he's doing a pretty decent job to stay alive. So let's get upgrades. What upgrades do we want? We want our blacksmith upgrades. So let's get everything. Let's get network of citadels. Can we get anything from here? Not really. I mean, we're going to be going on to Deer soon, so we might as well. Let's do that. All right, and I think we got some battering rams rolling down. Indeed, we do. So let's do the battering ram march. We can go imp here. Might as well. So let's put that up. In fact, let's look at putting up. Let's put up a couple of outposts just in case. Alright, so you guys are just going to go attack the town center. One of you can go and attack that. Alright, we're just on like one base. One base English actually feels really good. Okay, we're not going for Sacred Victory, we're just collecting the gold. Alright, so we want to defend this. Just to make sure we don't die. Mangonel. You're going to be our hero right now, Mangonel. The single Mangonel just puts on so much pressure. Speaking of Mangonel, let's make a couple more. Why not? Why not? When you're in the zone. What do they say when you're in Rome? Do as the Italians always did. That's a joke. That's a joke. In fact, there's so few spears here, we're just going to surround. I tell you what, it is so hard playing English. Like, look at this, right? Like, I can't use any of my hotkeys for this. Now, granted, I could just remove these and then, like, throw these back in the thing. But it's like, why is it so hard to play English? I feel like the devs should probably fix that. Like, it just doesn't make sense to have, like, a keep as a landmark, and then all of my, like, main hotkeys are like, oh, yeah, you can make a spring holding placement. It's like, thanks, man. I wanted to make a spring holding placement for the 47th time this game. I'm so glad that this is on my hotkey. I don't know if you guys get the point. GG. GG, John Doe. And after 26 minutes, we defeat John Doe. We hit Imperial as well. It's the first English game of Season 4. My first game as an English main. And I gotta say, it was a little bit shaky. My strategy definitely wasn't the right call here against the Rus. I'm gonna have to rethink it. Going men-at-arms in the early game just doesn't make sense against the Rus. I'm not taking advantage of... it's just, it doesn't make sense, right? But by the same token, I think that he played quite weirdly. I don't know what his whole plan was. Like, he didn't go for any knights, but maybe that was part of, like, maybe that was the consequence of me going for this early gold. The reality is with Rus being nerfed, they're not as strong as they once used to be. So there you go. That's the first placement game coming through. A nice little victory for us. We'll take a look at the military count there. So we did build up. There was a couple of times where it was looking shaky. Villager count, I mean, we were ahead for the entirety of the game, single TC. So we did take some good fights. So here you can see this was that first fight. So it looks like we probably knocked him down. What's that, about 7 or 8 vills? And we pick him up again. We just kept hitting him throughout the game and building up that lead. But I'm curious what his unspent resources were. His unspent resources were pretty good. So he was not too bad on the macro. I mean, look at me compared to it. So yeah, he did well. Well, anyway, guys, that's going to be the first ranked game of Season 4 for you guys. But keep an eye out. I'm going to have a new series coming out shortly. And I've got a sneaky suspicion you're going to absolutely love it. So keep an eye out for that, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.